Good day everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to the playlist of Shielded Metal Arc Welding. So today, nasa lesson 2 na tayo. Ayan, by the way, my name is Adeline Tibigar and I am a TESA certified trainer of Shielded Metal Arc Welding. So for today's lesson, we will talk about the 4 main or common types of welding processes. So we have, number 1 is the metal inert gas or MIG welding, also known as gas metal arc welding or GMAW. Number 2 is the tungsten inert gas or TIG welding, also known as gas tungsten arc welding or GTAW. Number 3 is stick welding, also known as shielded metal arc welding or SMAW. And of course, number 4 is flux cord arc welding. Ayan, so bakit nga ba natin pag-uusapan itong apat na klase ng welding na to? Okay, so lahat po sila ay ginagamitan ng arc welding. Okay, so dito sa Pilipinas, before tayo mag-upskill sa GMAW, GTAW, and FCAW, nare-require po sa atin ang mag-take muna ng shielded metal arc welding. Kung bakit? Ayan, sa shielded metal arc welding po, dito po natin matututunan yung mga basic procedures sa pagwe-welding. Ayan, so yun po yung isang dahilan kung bakit nire-require ng ating mga training centers na nakapag-aral po muna tayo or nakapag-training tayo ng SMAW before tayo mag-upskill sa ibang mas mataas na welding processes. Okay, so dito, ayan, sa lesson natin ngayon, lesson 2, pag-uusapan natin itong pagkakaiba, yung mga pros and cons ng apat na welding processes na ito. Okay, so first is, we have here the GMAW or gas metal arc welding. So with MIG welding, the shielding gas comes from a pressurized bottle of inert gas. The arc is produced by a wire that also melts, filling the joint. Ayan, so ganito po yung illustration or itsura ng ating MIG welding. So, sa inert gas supply natin, we do use carbon dioxide. Ayan. So, kung makikita ninyo sa mga training centers, ayan, sa ating mga practice area, ayan, kapag meron po kayong nakita na CO2, yun po yung ating carbon dioxide. Ayan. So, sa GMAW po siya ginagamit. Okay? So, kailan nga ba ito ginagamit? Ayan, if speed is an issue, you're a beginner or you need to keep the heat down, MIG welding is your best process. The shielding gas adds a layer of complexity but also provides good heat, control, and a clean weld. So, ano nga ba yung pros and cons nito? So, for the pros, ayan, good for production welding, continuous wire feed means easy to learn, good heat control, clean welds, and easy to learn. Ayan. So, for the cons, ayan, wind can blow away the shielding gas. Ibig sabihin, hindi tayo hindi natin to pwedeng gawin, no, sa windy area or sa mga areas na malakas po yung hangin, or kung gagawa man po tayo sa mga areas na malalakas yung hangin, make sure po nagagamit tayo ng barriers. Okay, so all paint and rust must be removed. So, our next one is the GTAW or gas tungsten arc welding or TIG welding. So, ito yung pinaka-difficult or pinaka-mahirap na process, no? Okay, so it takes more knowledge, dexterity, time, and experience than other processes but pays off with better, beautiful, and strong welds. Ayan, so mostly, dito sa inert gas supply ng ating TIG weld, ang ginagamit ay argon. Okay? So, kung mapapansin niyo meron kayong mga nakikita na mga welders na gumagamit po, no, ng high protection na mga mask. Ayan, dahil po ang ating argon, ito po yung isa sa mga medyo merong malalakas na impact sa ating mga lungs when it comes to welding processes. So, medyo delikado po siya sa ating health. Kaya naman, kapag ganitong process po ang gagamitin natin, ayan, make sure na complete tayo sa mga PPEs. Okay? So, kailan nga ba siya ginagamit? Ayan. TIG welding is used in places where strong and clean welds are needed. Some structures made by TIG welding are covered once built and can't be maintained easily. Aircrafts, frames, electric devices, high-end electronics, cabinetry, and race car roll cages are some examples. So another case for TIG is the opposite situation, where the weld is always visible and requires a certain level of eye appeal or high-tech validation. Exposed hot rod frames, custom bodywork, or designer lawn furniture are some instances. Ayan. So we also have here the pros and cons of TIG welding. So for the pros, ayan, AC TIG or ibig sabihin nito alternating current TIG welds aluminum and magnesium alloys. While in direct current TIG, ayan, it welds brass, copper, steel, stainless steel, and titanium. So best quality, highest precision. Able to weld very thin materials and of course no slug. Ito yung tipo ng welding process na kapag nag-weld ka, ayan, hindi mo na siya kailangan linisin kasi clean na yung weld niya, no? Ayan, so for the cons, it takes more skill and experience to master, and of course TIG machines are more costly. So mas mahal po yung mga welding machines na ginagamit when it comes to GTAW or TIG process. So we have here the SMAW or the Shielded Metal Arc Welding. Ayan, so ito yung ating main course or pag-aaralan, no? Or ito yung i-actual natin sa ating training. Ayan, ang Shielded Metal Arc Welding. So stick welding came first and it's the simplest concept. People have been stick welding since the late 1800s. It has the oldest, simplest, and most proven technology. So hanggang ngayon pa rin po ay madalas dito sa Pilipinas, madalas na ginagamit po ang shielded metal arc welding. So, ganito naman po ang itsura ng stick welding, no? So, we have here our electrode holder at meron naman po siyang consumable electrodes. So, itong ating consumable electrodes, kapag naubos na, ayan, papalitan natin siya ng panibagong consumable electrode. So, ito po ay napupudpod, nauubos po yan. Okay? So, hindi po siya kagaya ng sa GMAW and TIG na meron po siyang inert gas supply. Ito po ay walang inert gas supply, okay? So, when it's used, if it can be welded at all, it's welded by stick. Stick arc is preferred when it's hard to reach the weld or there's rust, oil, and other contaminants at the weld joint. It works well on steel, cast iron, aluminum, stainless, and hard surfacing on farm equipment. So, kahit po na pwede natin siyang welding sa steel, cast iron, and aluminum and stainless. Ayan, meron pong iba't ibang klase ng mga welding electrodes, no, na dapat ginagamit natin kung iba't ibang klase po ng mga materials ang ating i-welding. Okay, so ang pros is easy to learn. Again, sa lahat po ng mga welding processes, isa po ang shielded metal arc welding sa madaling pag-aralan. Pero kagaya nga po ng sinasabi natin na once na natuto kayo sa shielded metal arc welding, mas madali na kayong matututo kapag sa GMAW and FCAW kapag nag-aral kayo ng shielded metal arc welding. Okay, so process easy to learn. Number 2 is affordable. Number 3 is non-contaminant sensitive. Number 4 is you can weld almost any metal. So the cons is thin metal can be hard to work. Ayan. Generates a lot of heat and it takes a lot of time. So ito po, no? Kasi it takes a lot of time kasi hindi po siya gumagamit ng continuous na wire feed, no? Unlike po sa GMAW and FCAW natin, ayan, yung wire po nun ay tuloy-tuloy. So ito kasi sa shielded metal arc welding, kailangan natin magpalit ng mga electrodes. So, next naman is ang ating FCAW or flux cored arc welding. So, flux core welding, also known as gasless MIG welding, is a high versatile process known for low cost, easy learning, and strong results. It's also used in manufacturing but with shielding changes and bigger machine. Ayan. So, ito yung illustration ng ating flux cord wire. Okay, so we have two types of FCOW. Ayan. So we do have here the FCOW-S and the FCOW-G. So in FCOW-S, the S means self-shielded and it's the most common flux core technique because it's inexpensive, simple, and effective in a breeze. So we also have here the FCOW-G. Ayan. FCOW-G, also known as dual shielded wire welding. The G means that an external shielding gas is used in addition to the standard flux core wire. This approach provides a smoother, controllable arc than FCOW-S and weak processes. So dito po, meron din po siya. Kapag po dito sa FCOW-G, ayan, ang ginagamitan natin siya na inert gas supply. Okay? So, ganun po yung process niya. Pero when it comes to FCOW-S, ayan, wala na po siya inert gas supply na ginagamit. Okay? So, when it's used, most commonly, ayan, flux core welding is seen among hobbies, small businesses, and fabrication shops because it provides great penetration. Heat control and ease of use at an inexpensive cost compared to the big welding. Ayan, so we have the pros. Ayan, probably the easiest process to learn. Works well on dirt, paint, and rusty material. Can be used in windy conditions and can handle thick steel. Ayan, so we have the cons. Ayan, slag needs to be removed. Ayan, produces a lot of spatter. Okay, so marami siyang spatter. Okay, so yun lang yung mga differences ng ating four common or four main types of welding processes. Ayan, so sana meron kayong natutunan and wag ninyong kakalimutan na mag-subscribe and mag-follow, like, share, ayan, para maging updated kayo sa susunod nating i-uploads. Ayan, so sa mga susunod natin na videos, pag-aaralan na po natin dyan yung different positions, ayan, ating mga problema sa welding, ayan. Okay, so yun lang in this video. Ayan, ang lakas na ng ulan. So mag-ingat po ang lahat. Bye!